Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Huh? How can this... You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And this is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Your will today is as strong as it was back then. Over countless battles, not once have you lost, and never have you shown the slightest hesitation. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration too. You bring honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Now these two return once more to this space. An inevitability of... Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years... Final duel? Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. The energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn day into night. And the will they demanded, sufficient to penetrate mind and crush dreams. Yet, you have endured. I will endure forever. No escape! Witness the illusion shattered calamity! There is no escape! Inferior! Purge all obstacles! Shine down! Eternity is in my hands! Remove all obstacles! There is no escape! The will I carry within me will never be eroded nor destroyed! Purge all obstacles! This is where... This is the end. I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to You need not worry about the future. And I know your power more than anyone else. Yet, my reason for fighting, and whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Musou Ishin. The blade that I inherited from Makoto. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, this power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it could... When I clasped Musou Ishin in my hands, I had It was at once a familiar feeling, and a strange one. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules. From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool. You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change. But as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight. Do you say this because you have not yet reconciled? It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting then?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces. Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end. I left a faint a convoluted way to reach you, but there was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. But you never mentioned this to me. Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time, to dissuade you from your pursuit of stillness. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any arc in my present form, but I know that this must— Don't look down on me. It was with this possibility— Here, take it. But it is you who must take the most important step.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, A? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye. Hey. Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred sakura in the realm. No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time.
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time without any problems. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
I don't fully understand yet.
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto's power alone.
I know what you mean. Without the sacred sakura.
I know you've always perceived there was You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred sakura and Makoto's consciousness.
No. But I understand why now. It was because the sacred sakura hadn't even been planted then.
The sacred sakura is within my purview at the shrine.
Ugh. Now we see who's pulling the strings.
I'm joking. And obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly. At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts. Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the intersection of all that you were wishing for. The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness what was going to happen?
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So it was a great shock to me when the Traveler reappeared. My first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You came for my sake, to help me reach the best possible outcome. You too have my thanks. You have done much for me, and I will never forget it.
A, how are you feeling now?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your emotions. Have you managed to cope? After all,
I only heard her voice. I'll be fine. I have to say, it's all thanks to her. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to
Thank you.
today at Makoto and you...
It's rare to hear such comforting words from...
Oh, come...
Makoto said the...
Great minds think alike, I wonder... Does that qualify? Actually, no.
We will have to end the frivolities there. The Shogun and I, after that...
Really?
I am no longer... I don't doubt that many I'm looking for... Protection of the Electro Argon. May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom